Hey guys, Jesse here from Team Battlegrounds,
And Matt Cerino.
and we're going ahead and bringing you one of our List Doctor games. So in this particular game, we were playing Chaos Space Marines versus Space Marines. You were playing the Chaos Space Marine list. I'm playing the Space Marines. It's a mix of White Scar Bikes and Rhinos. I am deploying first. So in my deployment, it's Dawn of War kill points. We're just playing a normal book mission. And I chose to hide behind this line of sight blocker. So my initial game plan is use my speed, reserve all my Rhinos, use my bike speed. I figure they have enough staying power. And then use their speed to try to pick off the most important thing I think are the Mauler Fiends. So I don't have to worry about them. I know they're in your list. I have melta guns. I should theoretically do it. So I went ahead and I just stayed back. I put myself on the 12-inch line. I put my stalkers in a back position so that when the Helldrake eventually does come in, hopefully I can get some shots off on them.
The hardest thing for my deployment here was figuring out honestly what to do with the age line. I had the comms relay, the age line, had the comms relay, really wanted to make sure to use it. I debated whether or not to put a cultist squad on the table, but you having a Thunderfire, I thought was going to feed an easy first blood. So what I did instead was put a bike unit with my non-warlord sorcerer kind of hugging it. Hindsight, I probably should have put the second sorcerer in with the other unit, hiding both Mauler Fiends in terrain, getting guaranteed my cover.
Yeah, so I went and I scouted up, decided I was going to go first, give you the opportunity to seize, and it's basically a game plan of I need to knock out these Mauler Fiends. Like, I have to kill them. I can get my multi shots off on them because you were deployed up on your line, I was deployed up on my line. I can get the shots off, a couple straight 8 shots plus multi melta. However, the overall the shooting phase did a whole lot of nothing for me.
I think honestly with you scouting up like that, all you did was give my army, which wants to charge, a chance to make this triple charge here that I'm gonna do. I feel like trying to shoot into the cover was not guaranteed, not likely to get your first one anyway, and you knew I was coming across the field anyway because I'm an assaulting army. I have no shooting. I think you should have stayed back a little bit and let my shooting do something, which is literally nothing. So I think if you sit back, have to come out in the open anyway. And the longer we sit back and wait, your outflanking Rhinos do more than my guys coming on.
I agree. It's actually a terrible like game plan for me getting into your face. I realized that afterwards. I did my shooting. Nothing happened. I shot the bike squad, basically trying to force something to happen when I should just do what I did with con squad and just backed off. Just turbo boost away and kind of go from there.
So I got the charge there. It didn't quite. I probably should have done a little bit more. I left 3 bikes alive. Kind of hung everything out there in the open a little bit. You're going to take good advantage of that here. Everything came in the outflank. I think you did a good job kind of splitting up, going back forth, because my cultists have to walk on. They're going to be a viable, easy kill target. So I think you did a good job keeping that split up.
One of the big things with coming in from reserves here, I wanted to see if I could maybe put some pressure on the other bike unit. It did have invisibility up.
I also lost a wound on my warlord with a dangerous terrain check. Yeah. So that kind of made me a little weary to cast a lot of stuff.
So, it had invisibility up. I was just kind of hoping that I'd be able to put a couple wounds on it. See what happened there. I wasn't too worried about that back unit or those back units really getting Helldraked because, I figured at that point you're going to be forcing your Helldrake in a mediocre position, and if you did that, I was fine with hopefully capitalizing on that. So I kind of I got out there. I wanted to leave some guys into sustaining your reserve blast. You had the Hellbrutes that were deep striking in, you had the Obliterators, and the Helldrake all coming in. If I got out all 40 of my Marines, I think it was going to be a big problem. And I chose not the combat squad because we're playing kill teams.
Yeah.
Looking back at the game, I still kind of wish I did combat squad. I think it would have made it a little bit more effective. Mostly on the bikes, being able to again in that terrible position where now there's a whole 10-man bike squad just hanging out here. Maybe it's only a 5-man bike squad. Sure, you'll get first blood, but.
And I think this was kind of a big turning point of the game. So this is top of turn 2. First blood's still open. You dump Melta into the one, only does one.
Only shook it.
Yeah, you immobilized the one on the right there.
In close combat. I immobilized it in close combat.
Yeah, and then you actually getting mauled back. And then the other one just took a hull point. So
and now all of your reserves are coming in. That comms relay putting up some good work. So
this was actually like the most dangerous point here was figuring out where to deep strike in because I wanted to make sure it was close enough to be usable, but in the same sense, I didn't want to run the risk of giving up first blood.
Yeah.
You have the one bite there in the bottom right corner. I committed one guy there who pretty much was my guy. I committed to get him and then get me line breaker, and that's all he was going to do the rest of the game.
Yeah, I mean, because you're right. He's out of the fight at that point, but you know he does his job. He got a kind of mediocre scatter there. I actually wish he went scattered the opposite direction.
Yeah,
because he was scattered into me.
Yeah, I mean honestly, none of these. Like I was so nervous. My blitz there on the left, the 3 halberds in the bottom right. So this is pretty much where it got bad. And then the Helldrake came in, and things started turning quickly.
Yeah. So I mean, you're basically lined up in a position. You know, again, I committed the bike squad going, okay, I can kill the Mauler Fiend. I have 2 Melta guns, Combi Melta, and Multi Melta. I'll kill this Mauler Fiend, and I did it. And now I was committed and kind of hung out to dry there with my con unit, and it wasn't a great spot to be in, at the very least. You know, there was just nothing I could do about it. You know, my shooting was very ineffective to start of the game, especially the Melta. I was really kind of let down on that.
The other thing is those flamers and those back bike squads did a lot, and there's the Helldrake just kind of doing Helldrake things.
Bikes. So the Helldrake actually took a wound from its demon forge, which was kind of useful. You know, you picked up your first blood with the Hellbrute killing the Stalker, and then it just pummels me. You pummel me in close combat. So it's a
Khan being literally the only thing left. You Khan, I think, in 1 bike left.
Yeah,
at this point.
Khan and a biker left.
And Khan was locked in a challenge
and I found the hit and run.
Yeah. Khan was locked in a challenge with the aspiring, or with the bike champion, not the actual warlord.
So I basically dumped out my Marines. I think one of my big mistakes here was I said, okay, after you beat up and broke the 10-man squad on the bottom, I figured, okay, I'm going to dump out and I will use 1 squad's worth of plasma to hopefully whittle down your numbers out of obliterators, but they weren't really a threat to me at the time. And I'll try to kill those bikers because I was seeing how hard it was dealing with 1 invis biker unit. So I figured if I dump 30 Marines with all my plasma in them and combi plas, I should hopefully be able to do it.
There was your first kill point. You got the Helldrake.
I did with the Stalker,
which
remarkably did remarkably well.
Khan, unfortunately, there
gets squished.
Yeah.
You know, being the only model left, the Mauler Fiend just squishes them straight out. And here's my big thing. I really dislike my move with the 10-man tactical squad that got out there and shot into the bikes. I think I killed a biker between all of my Marines shooting at him. I really wish I just dumped more shots into your obliterators and just tried to make them kind of go away a little bit.
So the cultists come on finally. I think the worst. So the Thunderfire at this point is still there, but I've got 2 Oblits who are in range and the Mauler Fiend who can go on the Thunderfire. So what I really should have done, honestly, with your whole army, you having no bikes left, your whole army pinned to the left side of the field, those cultists should have come out on the far top right of that screen. I really wanted my mindset was I have an Aegis, let's hide behind the Aegis, but there are Marines there. I should have been on the other side of the table. You never would have gotten to me, never would have had a chance to do anything with them.
No.
And with no Thunderfire, they're frankly safe. I mean, all we were at the Storm Talon eventually going there.
At the end of the day, the Marines are still pretty good at beating up cultists.
Yeah.
So yeah, you're right. You're pretty invulnerable to my shooting.
I mean, I spread out well just to make sure in case something crazy happened.
Yeah, but you're still in kind of a rough spot. I mean, your close combat henchmen, which is the far right squad, you know, they're perfectly fine. But it's the other ones. I mean, and it basically comes down to now. Here comes a slow march of the Hellbrutes. But as you're seeing, because all of my reserves came in on the left hand side, you're simply able to pin my army. And now that I have no bikes, I don't have the mobility anymore.
Yeah.
So I'm completely pinned in on this left side. There's not much I can really do for it. You know, unfortunately I'm not getting any amazing dice rolls to kind of bail me out. I'm rolling about average, but being so far behind, like I rolled subpar first 2 turns.
Yeah.
And then I rolled average the remainder of the game. I was rolled spot on my saves though. Like I was amazing on saves all game.
I mean, at this point, I still had the bike in the back with 2 flamers. The Blitz used flamers there and then charge it with the fist. And the Mauler Fiend takes out the Thunderfire. So, you hover here. My gut reaction at this point was kind of just a little bit for the lulz. At this point, I think I'm up on you when we took count at this point.
8?
You had 1 kill point. I think I'm at 9.
Yeah,
I think it's 9 to 1.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
I think I had enough that you had to.
Like 7.
I think I had enough that you had to almost table me.
Yeah, I had.
And I had to not get another one. So you went hover like. Probably the smart thing to do is take the Storm Town, fly for that guy who's immobilized, still in the middle, just kind of sitting there waving at guys trying to kill something.
Well, I'm also kind of going with, okay, if I kill this Mauler Fiend, tank shot hopefully break you. You don't fail your check. Hopefully maybe get lucky with the Storm Talon, kill the Mauler Fiend, kind of relinquish some of the pressure, allow me to try to squeeze out. But the problem is, I just don't have the mobility. I'm kind of stuck in this position with this bike, this one biker plus Lord up top. My Marines make a charge on the cultist, wipe them, but I'm literally losing to originally 2 Mauler Fiends, and now at the end of the game, I can't kill a biker and Lord. It's not even your Warlord. It's just a biker and a Chaos Lord. I just can't kill him with toughness 6.
The Mauler Fiend here is going to turn in this swooping, this hovering Storm Talon.
Oh yeah, you're gonna eat that,
but
no
more.
But like the problem is, that one biker and Chaos Lord is actually just tearing up all my regular power armor bodies.
The Meltabomb there on the Lord did fantastic.
More importantly, you got a little lulzy there, and you killed your Warlord for me.
I did kill my Warlord. I tried to cast. At that point, I guess it was Endurance when I didn't need to, and Perils and died. Or one of my Psychic Streaks never hit. I tried casting Psychic Streaks on turn 1 through 4, and it never actually hit. I cast it every time, because he had a spell familiar, so like on 1 die with a reroll, after I bait out the dice for Invis, and it literally never hit. So that's good,
So at this point, the game basically comes down to you simply playing cleanup. Move the Bike Lord, the Bike Server, and proceed to kill my last 4 Marines and Stalker there.